Fat controller sat in his office listening to the noise outside. The passengers were angry. The station master came in. There's trouble in the shed, sir. Henry is sulking, there's no train, and the passengers are saying this is a bad railway. Indeed, said the fat controller. We cannot allow that.
He found Gordon, Henry, and James sulking in the shed.
Come along, Henry. It's time your train was ready.
Henry's not going, said Gordon. We won't shunt like common tank engines. You fetch us like coaches and we will pull them. Tender engines don't shunt. Oh, common tank engines indeed, said the fat controller. We'll see about that. Engines on my railway do as they are told. And he hurried away to find Edward. The yard has never been the same since Thomas left to run his branch line, he thought sadly. He found Edward shouting in the yard. Leave those trucks, please, he said. I want you to go and pull coaches for today. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, sir. That will be a nice change, sir, said Edward. That's a good engine. Off you go now. Woo-hoo. So Edward found coaches for the other engines, and from that day on the trains ran as usual. Woo-hoo. Woo-hoo. But the next morning, when the fat controller came to the yard, Edward looked unhappy. Gordon came clanking past, hissing rudely.
Bless me, said the fat controller. What a noise.
They all hiss me, sir, said Edward sadly. They say tender engines don't shunt. And last night they said I had black wheels. I don't, have I, sir?
No, Edward, you have nice blue ones, and I'm proud of you. Tender engines do shunt.
But all the same, we do need another tank engine here. The fat controller went to the workshop, and they showed him all kinds of engines. At last he spotted a green engine with 4 small wheels. That's the one, he thought.
If I choose you, will you work hard?
Yes, sir, I will, sir. That's a good engine. I'll call you Percy. Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, sir, said Percy. He brought Percy back to the yard. Here's Percy, Edward, said the fat controller. Please show him around. So Edward taught Percy what to do with trucks, and they had a fun time together. When Henry came clanking past, hissing as usual, "Sheesh!" Henry jumped and ran back into the shed. How beautiful your wishing was, said Edward. I can't wish like that. Oh, well, said Percy, you should hear them wish in a workshop, and then you'll know how to do it. Then Edward and Percy went off to enjoy themselves. Wee-hoo, woo-hoo. The next day, Thomas arrived. Woo-hoo. Hello, said Thomas. I heard that the fat controller wanted me here. Shh, here he comes, said Edward.
Well done, Thomas. You've been quick. Listen.
Gordon, Henry and James say that they won't shunt like common tank engines.
So I have shut them up, and I want you both to run the line for a while.
Oh, common tank engines indeed, said Thomas. We'll show them. letter, said Percy. Dun 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 dun. Edwin and Thomas pulled Percy on the lifeline. Percy took Annie and Clarabelle. Thomas was worried, but the driver and fireman promised to look after them. There were a fewer trains, but the passengers didn't mind. They knew that the big engines were having a lesson. Gordon, Henry and James were cold, sad and lonely. They wished now that they hadn't been so silly. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 lum dun 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 lum dun 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 lum.